I feel like I want to fight people, and I don't want to go violent.
But how do we get to fight?
Because it's like I know that I have a violent place. I do. I don't like to resort to violence until, for me, it's the last possible option. And because these motherfuckers piss me off so much, I feel like I need to fight them.
Excuse me. That is a form of control. You are trying to control people. No. You should have no control over other people. You want to fight them because they're not doing what you want them to do.
That's not why I want to fight them. I want to fight them because they play themselves. Not because I want them to do what I want them to do.
Make unflattering effigies and fight those. Okay? You want some help?
I want to be fucking
we can be creative with that. You want some glitter effigies? We can make unflattering effigies.
The thing is this, right? I'm trying not to get too much into specifics, but hypothetically speaking, you have one individual who don't take disrespect from nobody. Mm-hmm. You have other individuals like to lash out at people.
It all sounds like you. Go ahead.
When this lasher
and the non-disrespecter
approaches this person, right? This person here wants to punch this person here because I ain't do shit to you. As a matter of fact,
how do you say I? You sound so hypothetical.
They ain't do nothing to you. As a matter of fact, they have always been there to try to console and to advise and to, step back when need be. And you come out on some, fuck you.
But you're looking for something that's not going to be there. It's never going to be there. You have to respect that. You have to respect this person is who this person is. The only person you can change is you. You're trying to change another person, or you're trying to understand why another person is doing what they're doing, or you're trying to rationalize. Some ain't rational. This is you.
I ain't rationalizing them. I'm trying to get to the point where they know. Stop coming at me crazy.
And what if it never happens?
I gotta fight them.
No, you don't.
The only way they can understand.
You stupid idiot. No, you don't.
If I punch her in the mouth,
why is it hard now? This is hypothetical.
She gonna understand. Stop fucking playing with me.
No, you don't. You have to understand. You cannot control anybody.
Only respect violence, and I want to punch her. That's
a lovely jacket you're wearing. I noticed you're wearing your jacket.
Listen, I need to be in a space for a while, get used to the temperature because I'm always cold. Once I start warming up, I start feeling like I'm getting hot. Then I will take. As you notice, my scarf is off. I was fully dressed.
You made me feel uncomfortable in my own home, and I felt like maybe I was abnormal, so I put on my jacket. And since we're over that,
you see, what I'm hearing from you now is me. You have to stop.
I love personalizing. I am
personalizing these things.
Sometimes I have to get to the point where I'll be like, Nicole, filter yourself. Filter. Just talk about the current things. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so excited. Because I was never, not since I was very young, about 15 years old, have I been at that point where I could talk about things in my life and everything was like a good. And a lot of it came from me going to yoga where, we had this one very brief food for thought in the beginning of the class, and she was talking about the gratefulness, and she gave an analogy, and she was talking about how one example was like, somebody says my hair looks great, and you're like, oh, you really? Because you know how long it takes me to do it, and and I thought about my daughter, and I laughed because I said, every time somebody tells me how much they love her hair, I'm like, yeah, well, she never lets me wash it, she doesn't let me, and she doesn't let me touch it, and she's like, instead of just saying thank you. Instead of just being grateful, I have a daughter. Instead of just being grateful, she has a nice head of hair. No matter how long it takes me to do it, it's there. She could be blood. She could be, I'm just saying.
An embarrassment to the family.
It could be, it wouldn't be embarrassing because it is what it is. She's a baby, but there could be things going on there. And instead of me just being grateful and saying thank you, people tell me, oh, you lost weight. And I'm like, girl, you don't know what it took. Instead of me just saying thank you. And just being in that moment and being grateful. And like I said, these are some of the things that come from that positive attitude change.
I missed that. To piggyback off that grateful speech you made, it's like the other day, Uriah was talking about places he ain't never been. And I'm saying to him, but think about all the places you have been.
Has he ever been to me? sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm gonna ask.
And I'm like, just be grateful for what you have. I'm spitting this speech.
How can you spit that out to your child?
Because I'm still trying to raise my children to be decent people. It's just that in my
So then, where did you go wrong? Who didn't raise you to be a decent person? I'm just messing with you.
It's like all of a sudden, everything is just like
bleak outlook.
I hate everything in life. It's awful and everything is messed up. And I've never thought like that. I'm always like positive. You know what? Let's think about what we have. And I'm at a point now. It's like I can't even get to that point for myself. Even though I can tell it to my kids and teach them to be a decent individual and to respect people.
You don't think they hear your conversation?
I don't have a conversation. Who I'm talking to?
Me.
I barely see you. I don't see you no more. I don't speak to you.
I know, and I wanted to bring that up too, and I'm very sad about that.
Listen, I don't know where you've been, but I didn't want to.
I've been to me
because you've been doing so much good things. I don't want to just constantly be calling you on some. I'm sad.
So what? I called you when I was sad.
Yeah, but you different.
You was at work. You be calling me from your lunch break. Bitch, I'm about to eat this rice real quick.
And that's the.
But who cares? Who cares? Because you know what? I do the same thing, and you be like, yo, you could always call me. You can always call me. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care what I'm doing.
It's not
because
you,
nothing
it's
I'm
me.
doing.
It's not
you, so you're a selfish, depressive monster. Got you.
Yes.
Oh.
And I would like to suffer in silence.
What's the point?
I don't know what the point is. Obviously,
I'm not trying to be,
that's what I'm talking to you
funny
now.
Or anything.
That's what I'm talking to you now.
But doesn't it make you feel better to have somebody to talk to?
It does, but when you're deep in it, I don't listen to me. I never like to be that drab, you know, that person that's pulling down people.
But you are.
But I'm trying not to be.
But you know what? You're doing it by yourself. At least if you did it with me, I crack a joke every once in a while.
Yeah, maybe giggles.
Because I'm stupid.
Yes.
Even when I'm sad, I make jokes. It's just the way that I am. We're not meant to be solitary people. We're not people, but just people in general are not meant to be solitary.
And then my problem
is I don't
like talking to people.
I don't care what you like. Because I was getting ready, listen, once these projects finish, I was going to come over and we was going to have words. Like gentlemen with toothpicks. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how you can talk to me and you can talk to your child and you can say all these things, but when it comes down to putting them into practice, you can't do them. I wasn't always okay. No one wants to talk about when it's their turn to not be okay. Everybody feels like a burden. But you could be my shoulder to cry on. But guess what? What happens when you need that shoulder? You were there for me. Every stupid, ridiculous pregnancy question, every stupid, ridiculous, I'm just sad, I can't go outside, the baby crying. And you like put it in the car, turn the music. Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Like, every stupid, and it felt stupid to me because these are things that like, I'm a grown up. I should know these things. I should have, I shouldn't have to call Deborah to ask Deborah these things. I should be asking my parents. I should have this foundation, this family, and I don't have that. And it sucks. So now I feel like I am taking from my friends, pulling from my friends, this makeshift family that I made. But sometimes my makeshift family treats me better than my own family. Sometimes I get the greatest, and first of all, we come from different families, we come from different backgrounds, we have different things to give each other. My family may all be thinking like I'm thinking, or I may be the black sheep of my family, they don't want to talk to me. But you know what I'm saying, we all think similarly. I think we have very similar thoughts, but sometimes we're coming from different places. We live very different lives now. Although when we come together, it's like smash bang, because we are very similar personalities. We go about it different. Because I like to make you laugh. Because look at this. When I talk to you, sometimes I feel like, I could be writing right now. I could be filming something right now. I could be doing anything. But you know what? This is how I get my ideas. I don't live in a bubble. My world is I don't live in a bubble, but when I go outside, I'm in the same neighborhood all the time. The same kids, in my house, the same husband, the same stories. I talk to you like, bitch, okay, so he said what when he was there? Because you are doing different things and we feed off of each other. And yeah, I'll be like, yo, so I'm writing this down because I'm going to use part of this into, incorporate it into a screenplay or incorporate it into a short or whatever it is that I'm doing. And I'm grateful for that. You need to understand though, I'm here for you. I don't care. If you think that I'm being less productive by talking to you, you're absolutely wrong. It doesn't help me to know that my friend is sad somewhere or to think that my friend, I thought that you were busy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know where you're at.
I was busy.
And I felt like you're busy with your family. But you know what I'm saying? I felt like, maybe you're having fun. It's different when family is actually living together and they have this time together. So sometimes sisters sit and talk, stuff like that. And I felt like maybe you're busy and I wanted to leave you alone. Nah.
Is everything's going on? You sitting and talking? Is that what you thought was happening?
Talk to my sister. Fuck. But I didn't say I don't want to talk to you. Like, anytime any one of my 3 friends calls, anytime any one of my 3 friends calls, I will stop what I'm doing if it's not super duper important. If I'm not working with another person, I will stop what I'm doing and I will have conversations with my friends. We can't talk all night long, but I can have a conversation with you. What's going on? What you need? All of us are busy. We're all adults. If, like I said, if I'm not in a meeting with another person, if I'm not at a rehearsal for something, if I'm not in a show or whatever, I'm going to have those conversations with you because you're important. I hate when people start, I'm a burden. You know you're a burden? You know why you're a burden? Because you only brought 1 little bag of chips, okay? That's why your ass is a burden. Yeah, but they feel healthy. You know what I mean? They feel like I'm gonna expel it soon enough,
It was a good choice. It was a good choice. I like taking from these conversations the bits and pieces you throw at me. I really do like taking them and trying to put them into practice. I just hope I can hold on to the feeling. I like this feeling.
So then you need to call me every day to get this feeling until you can produce this feeling on your own. Then that's what we do, because that's how we do.
Sorry. I'm sorry. And another thing is, I just cut off everybody else.
That's what I said about 3 friends.
But you know what it was? I just felt like the relationships were just, I don't want to say fake.
They run their course.
It just wasn't, it didn't have a strong foundation to begin with. And it's like, once they rub me the wrong way with some dumb shit, I'm just over it. Like, I think I have to grow with you in order for me to say, oh, that's how they are. At this point in time, I don't want to meet no new friends and have to deal with their bullshit.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Have we grown through the bullshit? Is that what you gotta say?
What are you saying? What are you asking me?
What do you say? Because the way that you make it sound is like you put up with my bullshit.
Oh, no.
I mean, because...
You see, we have been together. This sounds so... We've been together for so long. I know you.
Get your hands on me.
and we have this kind of friendship where even if we don't speak or see each other for a lengthy amount of time, when we come back together, it's like nothing changed. You don't skip a beat. You're not on some, yeah, you acting funny. Like, you understand that
because we're doing different things, but the nature of our character always remains consistent because we're not phony people. We're genuine people, and we might be doing. You might come back to me in 6 months and Nicole, what you doing? Oh, I'm working on a new project. But the nature of who I am at my core is always the same, and the nature of who you are is always the same. You might be at a different job,
but then that's the thing. The thing is that you meet people and you would like to think that they're genuine, and even your you know what I'm saying? Y'all flex the same. You're like, wow, this person's
you
really
think you flex the same.
Cool. This person's really down to earth and respectable and respectful, and then you find out, oh, this motherfucker ain't shit.
I don't have.
And it's like, how come I didn't see this? Did you not want to see it?
Maybe you just wanted to have fun.
You had the blinders on.
But sometimes, you just don't. You don't need to see that. Sometimes people are there for a season for a reason. You need to just enjoy them for what they are and be in the moment. And you know what's crazy? My ex-boyfriend used to say that to me all the time. Enjoy me for the moment, and we're in the moment. And I'd be like, but I want something more serious and I want something more permanent. And I get what he was saying. Not as a boyfriend, that's just terrible. But as
all, take me as I am.
Yeah,
we got together.
Yeah, we've been together and broke it up 19 times together, 20. No, I'm good. But as far as friends go, like sometimes I will hang out with people because we work at a certain job. If I don't work that job, no, I don't want to hang out with you. But I've enjoyed you as a friend from that job. Macy's, Kmart, whatever the case.
that it's like